So General Michael Langley of the United States AFRICOM Command has been fired and he's in the process of being replaced. And today we're going to discuss why and by who. My name is Ambassador Tim Ford Jr. of the African Union AUCS, and I've been living over in East Africa, Tanzania for almost 5 years now. And I help my people invest, rebuild, and return to the continent of Africa and build generational wealth through real estate. But today we're going to discuss how General Michael Langley was fired after he went viral for basically disrespecting President Captain Ibrahim Traore on the world stage. So let's go. So guys, Michael Langley has been fired from his position over AFRICOM to continue to attempt to destabilize the continent of Africa. Guys, let's go clap our hands. Let's celebrate. Let's rejoice a little bit. Let's clap our hands and celebrate what's going on, because we know that this is great news. Because when he was in charge, the fact that he used his platform to disrespectfully degrade President Captain Ibrahim Traore showed his true intentions and how he really felt about the movement, about our people, and about what he was attempting to do in that position that he was in. So this is great news for our people who are paying attention, who understand the geopolitical landscape and really understand what's going on in the world. This is great news. We still have to make sure that we're paying attention though. We have to understand the times and understand who we're up against and understand what's really going on. Because the main reason behind this firing, I'm going to say, is because how crazy they began to look on the world stage. When Michael Langley sat at that Senate hearing and lied on President Captain Ibrahim Traore, we understood as a people who was telling him to do that, what their mission was, and what outcome they were trying to reach by painting him in that negative image. So in response to what Langley was saying, the entire African diaspora across the world stood up, protested, and said how they felt, and caused Michael Langley and the United States military to be put on the front street, to be put on the world stage once again for something negative. So we showed up and we was like, no, that disrespect is not going to be tolerated. We're not going to sit here and allow you guys to continue to lie on our leaders, lie on our people that's trying to elevate us, lie on our people who are trying to connect us as a people and do things to help us to stabilize ourselves, and not continue to rely on Western influences in the Western world to continue to hold us up or pretend like they're holding us up, all while stealing from us and taking from us at the same time. So when they went through that and experienced us standing up as a people and boldly saying things and saying, you know what, we're not going to accept that, they saw that they cannot operate with the same tactics that they were doing in the past. They usually could put a black face in position to demonize someone or a leader that's doing work over here on the continent of Africa, and use that leader, whoever it is in the Western world, to attack another country and to do things in a negative way to destabilize the work that that country is doing. But now, because we stood up, because we understand, because we have this internet, because we have the ability to have different conversations with each other, now we can see and understand the games that's going on, and we can communicate with one another, because history has shown us that that was the tactic that they used. So because we stood up, because we was like, no, not this time, no, we're not going to allow this, even his people in his country decided to start traveling with him. I saw videos of when the President Captain Ibrahim Traore leave his house, leave wherever he's at, the people are giving him an escort as well. Not just the army and the security and the police force that's over in Burkina Faso. They also, the people sacrifice themselves as well. They are even sleeping in front of his house, sleeping around his gate, just so they can all communicate with each other and let everyone know what's going on if someone tries to attempt to do something harmful to him. So they see and understand that, oh, this is a new group of people. Oh, things have changed a little bit. Oh, we can't move in that way. So the fact that they fired Langley does not mean that they're leaving Africa. I want everybody to understand that real quick. The fact that they fired him does not mean that they're leaving Africa. They're just re-strategizing. They're just replanning. They're just trying to reshift and do things differently. But they still have the same mission. They still have the same end goal, and that's to keep their foot on the continent of Africa in a secret way where they're continuing to profit, continuing to benefit, while at the same time the native people aren't able to benefit. It's unfortunate. I know we think that since Langley's fired, that's it, that's the end. Ooh, we're free. No, 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 no. No, guys, it don't work like that. The fight is still gonna have to continue. It's just gonna be completely different from the way that Langley was operating. I'm gonna discuss and tell you guys how. But first, I need you to do me a quick favor real quick. So I've been looking at my YouTube analytics, and it is telling me that 89.1% of the people who watch my content are not subscribed to the channel. Oh my God, I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why you not subscribed to the channel, but do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button real quick. It helps us to reach more people, help us to get this message out, and it helps our people to see what's really going on the continent of Africa and see some of the real estate opportunities that's going on the ground over here. So hey, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to help us to reach our goals so that we can continue to build and grow over here on the continent of Africa. All right, but yeah, let me get back to the point of what they're really doing now since they're re-strategizing. Let's go. So let me tell y'all what Trump has done since firing General Langley. So according to Fox, Trump nominates seasoned military leaders to head vital global commands. So since firing Langley, Trump has nominated another general to take his position with a totally different way of doing things and handling combat within the military. So Trump has nominated an Air Force Lieutenant General, Dagvin R.M. Anderson, and he currently serves as a Director for Joint Forces Development, Joint Staff at the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. His career also includes commanding a Special Operations Squadron, Expeditionary Squadron, Operations Groups, Special Operations Wing, and Special Operations Commands. So they basically fired a loudmouth Marine. No disrespect, but a lot of the Marines are very loud and they are very proud to be loud. So it's no disrespect to Langley, but that is how the Marines are known for, and that is what they do. So he's a proud, I'm an American. We're gonna come in with brute force and we're gonna do our thing. We're gonna rep our country. We're gonna do what we need to do. And they come in with a specific type of energy, with this type of way of doing things, and that is what Langley came from. So that's why he was all around talking about what he was doing on the platforms, boldly professing what he was doing, what they were planning on doing, and not being able to fully articulate himself in a way to stay out of what they were actually asking him, because he was in some situations where he basically got cornered into telling on himself and telling on the United States military. He wasn't able to get himself out of that, and they were like, you know what, this is not gonna work. If you're watching our content, you're probably interested in coming over to the continent of Africa, where you're in luck. I have a free document that gives you everything you need to know in order to have a solid foundation so that you come over here successfully. All you have to do is sign up to our newsletter at our website, and you'll be sent that document directly to your inbox. And also, we have a free course that gives you everything you need to know so that when you decide to come over here, you have everything you need so that you can be good to get started. And we offer Swahili courses as well for those who are interested. If you want to be well-rounded and speak the language of Swahili so that you can come over here and be competent and handle your business properly, join us in our self-paced Swahili course as well. And we also offer consultations for those who are interested. I will sit on the phone with you and answer all the questions that you have to make sure that you and your family know everything you guys need to know so that y'all can make a smooth transition over here to the continent of Africa. And last, but certainly not least, we have a membership community of like-minded individuals who are working together and coming over here to the continent of Africa to hold each other accountable and build alongside one another. So if you're interested in joining our community or taking advantage of any other resources that we have for you guys, make sure you just click the link in the description box and join us at our website, and we got you, all right? Since we're here, gotta show y'all some of the products real quick.
This I'm not your body baby. I'm not your body.
Yeah, natural product.
Not your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say. Yeah, come closer. Come. Mbezi Beach.
Karibu.
And also, if you're interested in getting an herbal consultation to learn traditional methods and ways to help you overcome any illness or sickness you've been dealing with, click the link in the description box and sign up for our herbal consultations now, and my beautiful wife got you. And also, if you're interested in learning how to make herbal products and learning the traditional methods to foster in healing from different diseases, and also how to set up FDA GMP compliant herbal businesses, join us in our FordsHerbal Medicine Academy, where my beautiful wife, licensed herbal practitioner and student midwife, will teach you how to do everything in order to set up your business properly and learn how to make your products properly. So join us if you're interested. Karibu.
Now, with the Air Force do things a little bit differently. They're hiring someone from the Air Force with special abilities, special tactics to know how to do things discreetly. He's been trained on special operations, special missions, which basically mean discreet. You don't really know what's going on. We wouldn't know what's really going on in the general public, but they will be doing things behind the scenes, under the table, through things, through people, around the way, where we don't really know what's going on late in the night. Things that we won't be able to fully see and understand, but it could be going on right under our nose. So they fired someone who's loud, who's been going on podcasts, who's been talking about things that they are doing, to someone who's quiet, who's subtle, who's in the cut, who's watching but not really saying anything. So that is why I say that they've just re-strategized, because who they are nominating and who they're trying to put in position now is just a clear sign that, okay, that way didn't work, but let's try this new guy who's seasoned and well versed in doing things in a special ops type of way, so that we can do this in a special ops type of way. What's going on in Africa now is going to take a new way of doing it. We're not going to be able to do it the same way that we've done it in the past. So let's do something a little bit differently. Now, I'm sure they have special operations forces going on over here. They have their work that they're doing over here on the continent of Africa. I'm sure this isn't the first time. But the fact that this is on the main stage now and we are watching and seeing what's going on, this is something that we should continue to pay attention to. Because as we're going through this is not going to be the end. Langley being fired is probably just the beginning. It's probably the beginning of something new that we still need to start paying attention to and really start paying closer attention to, because it's going to be hidden now. And speaking of being hidden, it's been alleged that he's already visited all of the neighboring countries that's bordering the Sahel region. All the countries that's outside of the Sahel region, he's visited them and put strategic partnerships in place to border them and to be in place partnerships with the countries that's right on the outside of where the Sahel region is. So if you don't think that's strategic, if you don't think that's something fishy about that, then hey, I don't know what to tell you, because that is his mission. That is his goal. That is his role, to be special forces, to be in the cut, to handle business in the cut and do things where everyone do not understand, where everyone cannot see. So this is a strategic move, and if we really understand what we're looking at and what's really going on, we could really see the pieces at play and understand what's really going on. So he won't be loud in his Senate hearings and doing podcasts and telling everything that's going on and spilling secrets and things like that. He's not going to be like that. He's going to be quiet. He's going to be discreet, and he's going to be doing things that we can't really understand and see unless we're really paying attention to it and know who's at play and what's really going on, because these people are able to do a lot of things with a lot of money. That's the sad part. Like, that's the main reason why they're able to move and do what they're able to do, because they have money to influence people who are on the ground, who are in certain positions, to move out of the way and let some things happen in exchange for their family being okay. So they think. Every time we are trying to do something as a people, they come in these type of ways with these type of tactics to try and tear us apart, to try and keep us away from each other, and to scare us from doing what we need to do as a people. But we must stay vigilant. We must understand what's going on. We must keep our eyes open. We must keep our minds open, and we must continue to see and stay strong and speak the truth to power while this is going on. It's our time to stay focused, stay strong, and connect with our like-minded individual brother and sisters, and leave the haters Leave the Uncle Toms, leave the coons alone. Because now we will not really know who is being used by them. At first, we really knew with General Langley and what he was doing and how he was moving. But with this new general in place, they could just be in the cut in the back funding someone to come in and mess things up. Even though that's already what's been going on, but it may be more rampant now. It could be somebody even closer, someone that's right there you don't even know, and they just got a nice lump sum to be a Judas and to mess things up. So we got to be very, very, very wise now. We have to continue to have more discernment, not even just the people in the Sahel states, us as a people over here on the continent of Africa, whichever country you're in, because the building, the growth, and the moves that we are making, it's ruffling some feathers. It's making some people upset. Like, we're not just doing this and just able to just act like nothing is going on. Like, we're not dismantling a whole system. We're not tearing down something that's been built for hundreds of years. So we got to be ready to go through the ringer, go through the fire, to build what we want to build and to grow to the rate, to the people that we want to grow to. Point blank, period. Be ready to fight, be ready to stand up, and be ready to be bold during these times. It's okay to be bold. It's okay to even do it while you're scared. A lot of our people have fear of stepping in this type of role, stepping into this type of work, because they feel like, oh, they'll come get me. Man, you better work through that fear. You better work through that doubt. You better work through that, because at the end of the day, like I said in a recent video, your children, your grandchildren will ask you one day, what were you doing when President Captain Ibrahim Traore in the Sahel region was coming into power and boldly standing up? What were you doing? Were you just at home watching YouTube videos, just talking about it, watching Instagram, watching TikTok, watching videos, just talking about it? Or were you in them fields? Was you out there building something, securing a legacy, securing generational wealth for your family? Or was you at home scared and fearful of the boogeyman coming to stop you? Which one? Man, woman, which one you going to be? You going to be strong? You going to be bold? You going to take that risk? Or you going to let the fear of the boogeyman stop you from doing what you're supposed to be doing? We all have choices. We all have an understanding of this world. We have an understanding of what's going on. And we have the ability and the intellectual ability for sure to do something for ourselves. So we have to take advantage and do that. We have to. It is time. What's going on the continent of Africa is shaking the entire world right now. The continent is waking up. The continent is boldly proclaiming its sovereignty against what happened during the Berlin Conference, how our continent was split up, just chopped up by some people who aren't even here. Like, that's the craziest part. They had their bases, they had their so-called colonies, but they split up our continent and got us acting like this, got all these rules in place, got all of this going on to benefit them. So we gotta do something different. It has to be something different, because this isn't right. Like, everyone in their right mind understands and knows that what happened to Africa, what's going on in Africa, what's been done in Africa is wrong, bro. So be bold and stand strong. Stand in your position. Speak your truth and build something for your family and your people. Your family first, though. You can't do nothing unless you take care of your family first. Build something, secure a legacy, then reach out and help those brothers and sisters next to you that got the right mindset, that have the right work ethic, and are ready to build something properly. Now, don't get caught up and sidetracked with people who aren't there yet, because the effects of the Berlin Conference and what we went through in the Western world is still, unfortunately, affecting a lot of our people. A lot of our people mentally are affected by what we went through, so we can't even build and work with everybody, as sad as it is. We want to be able to work with all our brothers and sisters. We want to be able to connect and build and say, hey, my black brother, ooh, black pride, black love, let's link arms, let's work together. But unfortunately, we can't do that because some of our people don't think properly. Some of our people allow negative spirits to overtake them. Some of our people allow jealousy to come in and just rip them apart. Envy just rip them apart. Hatred just come and rip them apart because they have been taught to live and operate in that manner. So if you're trying to build with someone, if you're trying to connect with someone and they don't have their spirit in order, if they are mad at themselves, if they are mad at their spouse, if they are mad at their life, they will attempt to try and take that out on you. So we got to be discerning and make sure that we don't allow those type of people too close to us, allow them into our space, allow them into our businesses, allow them into what we have going on, because that energy is contagious. The scriptures tell us you are who you hang around. Evil communication corrupt good behavior. I've seen it done a lot of times on the continent of Africa. I've even had people around me where I felt things were getting dark because I was kicking it with them. I had to remove myself from certain individuals because I realized, like, hey, you are making things dark. So are you. Y'all are making this dark. Get away from me. Get out of my life. Going on. And you have to be okay with that. Because while we're building this, while we're working on this, everyone doesn't have the same mentality that you have. Everyone does not have the same outlook. A lot of us are doing things for the first time. A lot of us aren't able to connect with people because of the way that they view the world and the way that they feel about themselves. And that is okay. That is okay. There are still some good people out there that you will be able to connect with, but we must continue to understand that the people that are weak are always the ones that are used. I'm going to say that again. The people that are weak are always the main ones that are used. So if it's someone that's weak and they get jealous easily, they could be used. If it's someone who's weak and they get envious easily, that is someone that can be used. And if it's someone who's just weak in general, who has a low self-esteem, who don't believe in themselves, who feel like they could have done this, they feel like they should be in that position, they feel like it should be them there, they could be used as a tool against the work that's being brought forth. So protect your families, protect the work that we're doing, and continue to pray and ask for the protection for President Captain Ibrahim Traore and all the leaders of the Sahel region as they continue to fight against neocolonialism for their brothers and sisters in their countries, guys. It's going to take a lot of work, and it's going to take a lot of mental thinking, a lot of mental changing as well for us to get to where we want to get as a people. But since Michael Langley has been fired, that's a step in the right direction, but we still have to look out for General Anderson and what he plans to do while he's over on the continent of Africa. So let's be wise. Let's not be ignorant to what's going on. Let's continue to connect with our people, but let's continue to understand who we're up against and what we're up against, and stay away from Judases and stay away from snakes, because they may be getting empowered soon. They may be getting a nice bag and a nice check to try and mess things up. So, hey, stay focused. Keep your eyes open, and don't allow these people to stop you. Judases will come in and try and take you off your path. Like, they may be paid to take you off your path individually. They may come and give you this information, and you done messed yourself up out of your blessing. And when they give you the information, it's a whole lie. It's a whole lie. And you just ran with it full speed like it's the truth and nothing but the truth. And then you look back 4-5 months later and you realize, like, oh man, I was gat. So make sure you understand what's going on. You coming to Africa, you plan on being over here, you plan on working. Keep your mind right, keep your mind pure, and don't get connected with the wrong type of people. Keep your goals, missions to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Get it done. Handle your business. Do your work. Stay out the way. Trust God, and everything gonna be okay. All right. Now, hey, let me know what you guys think in the comment box. Let me know what you think about General Langley being fired and this new general that Trump has nominated, and what you think about the way he's gonna be moving. How you think he's gonna do? Do you think we should be watching, or do you think we shouldn't be worried about it? They're just gonna come over here and be nice to us. Let me know in the comment box what you think, and also let me know which country or city you guys are tuning in from. I always like to know where my people are showing love from, and how we get connected, and how we working with one another, and how we connecting the diaspora together while we're coming together. All right, so please comment and let me know where you guys are tuning in from. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that we can continue to reach the goals that we have and get this message out around the world so that people can understand what's really going on the continent of Africa and see the different real estate opportunities over here. All right, and if you want to support us in any kind of way, we have CashApp, PayPal, and Patreon down in the description box. So we appreciate any support that's sent our way so that we can continue to put this work out, showing what's going on the continent of Africa. All right, and if you've shown love or support in the past, we thank you for it. We're eternally grateful. We don't take it for granted, and we're grateful that you're showing us love to help us continue to do this work. And if you made it to the end of the video, thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention, and I hope this video was able to bring you some value and you got some knowledge about General Langley being fired and the new General Anderson that they're planning and attempting to put in place. So, hey, understand what's going on, my people. Stay strong, stay focused, and make sure you get your discernment up. Keep Judases away, keep the snakes away, keep the coons away, because they are getting empowered, but we are more powerful if we stand strong. Hey, and just let them know we ain't going. All right, y'all make sure y'all stay safe out there. Keep the shalom peace and stay focused. Shalom.